All right, cod season. We have a handful of days, I think 5 days when I'm filming this, until cod season opens. So I've had a few messages of people on Instagram and YouTube and everything asking me to do a video about what lures I'm going to take for openings. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to run through some of my Murray Cod lures that I'm going to use for opening weekend or midweek, so opening day. So I'll start with surface lures. I actually made this. If you follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, you'll see that I made this lure a while ago in the first lockdown or whatever. Like, the paint's a bit dodgy and stuff like that. It's the only first lure I've ever made. So I really want to get a fish on that. Also, Pompadour. I think you pretty much can't go out without a Pompadour, depending on what rivers and stuff you're fishing, but they're always good to have in your tackle box, so I'll be using that. And I also get tackle club boxes, cod boxes every month, and this Ballista surface lure came in the cod box, and the tail of it lights up. So I think that'll be good for like night sessions. That I want to do a few night sessions. I think opening we'll probably go out at midnight, and I reckon that will be great to take out on a night session, I think. And then last but not least, two big thirsty surface lures. So yeah, can't go past a big thirsty lure. I haven't caught a fish on these yet, so I'm keen to get a fish on these guys, like a big wake bait and a big paddler. So yeah, I'll be throwing them. That's my surface pick, really. That's what I'll be throwing surface. All right, next I'm gonna move on to divers, the Old Mate diving lures. I love these guys, so I'll be throwing that a bit. Yeah, that's probably one of my most thrown divers that I use. And then last of the divers is a Megabass Big M. This is the racing black color. I really love the color of this. It looks really sick. But yeah, I'm going to be throwing that guy as well because they have a really, really loud rattle. Yeah, I really love that lure, so I'll be throwing them a bit. That goes through the divers I'm going to be using. Now, swim baits. This is all not impoundment fish. This is river fish and stuff like that. So I want to throw a chibi, jackal chibi. I haven't caught a swim bait fish in like a river or creek or anything yet, so I really want to get a fish on a little chibi, sort of not really a redfin, but kind of similar to redfin color, so I think that'll go all right. And if anyone remembers the virtual boat show that they had during lockdown or whatever, Ebb Tide Tackle did a giveaway and you could win a Megabass Mag Draft pack. I actually won one. So that pack came with these mini mag drafts. Now, these are obviously the bigger version of these, the 8-inch version and 10-inch version are like my favorite lure to throw in the impoundments. So these little miniature versions, I would love to catch a river fish on these swim baits. So I'll be throwing them as well. That's pretty much the swim baits I'm going to be throwing. Now, last but not least, spinner baits. I have never caught a Murray Cod on a spinner bait. I've caught a yellow belly on a spinner bait and that's it. I've never caught one. So that's like actually a goal for me this season, is to catch a Murray Cod on a spinner bait, because I just haven't done it. And for that matter, a chatterbait. Again, from a tackle club box, I got this chatterbait. Normal chatterbait, but it's got like a yabby sort of soft plastic on the bottom. I just thought it looked really sick. So I'm gonna throw that and try and get a fish on that, just purely because it's something a bit different with a yabby or whatever. I really like the look of it. So be throwing that. And then last but not least, just a normal sort of spinner bait, but the Goodoo Gang spinner baits. I bought two of these, thanks Shaney. I'm like wearing your shirt and your hat and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna throw them, and my goal is to get a fish on a spinner bait. So I'll be throwing those guys to try and get that this season. I also got this hard body spinnerbait that Murray Crab Fishing made when I won the 2020 Small Stream Shield, which says it right there on the bottom. So it'll be really cool to catch a fish on that this season as well. That is basically the lures I'm going to be using for cod opening. So yeah, comment below on the lures you're going to be throwing for cod opening. I sort of want to hear about what everyone's thinking of doing and stuff like that. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And yeah, see you guys at cod opening.